Hello everyone, I'm Leandri and welcome to Leandri Crafts. Today I'm going to be doing the video that everybody likes the most every month. This is my completed pages for the months of July and August 2025. Let me move these to the side and then I'll show you what I did. The first book that I worked out of in July was Creative Havens Around the World Color by Number by George Toufexis. I'm just quickly going to my info and I completed this page, and this is the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. And on this page I used various different types of acrylic paint pens, and this is also the first page that I used my Languo gel pens on. And then afterwards I just came back and added back some of these black lines with a Sakura Pigma brush pen. And I really enjoyed doing this one. I am still struggling a bit with streakiness with my paint pens, but that's okay. I still enjoy doing it. That was the first one I finished, and that was on the 10th of July. The second book that I worked out of in July was Disney Princesses, my Color by Number book by Little Hatchet Heroes. I really enjoyed this. This was the first page that I did in this book. Let me just quickly go to it. And it was this one of the Little Mermaid. And I used those same different types of acrylic paint pens to do this, as well as the Languo gel pens. Lots of it for a tail and the skin tones. I really enjoy doing this a lot, especially when you're not in the mood for being very creative, but you still just want to color something, and they do come out very, very nicely. I really like them. This was on the 12th of July that I finished this page. The next page I did was in the book Whiskers and Friends, A Charming Fantasy Coloring Journey, and this is my own book. I did 2 pages for these 2 months, but the first one that I did was The Heart of Starfall. And for this page I just went in and used a lot of different mediums. I started off with my Chenru alcohol markers. I have acrylic paint pens for all the highlights, and I'm pretty sure this was a Sakura white jelly roll pen that I used for the smaller highlights. I used a white Prismacolor pencil for all these glowy effects in the portal and on the stars and the gems. And then what else did I use? Oh, I also used some Sakura jelly roll stardust pens. Where did I use them? I know I said I used them. I actually think I didn't. Oh, I did. I added these little specks of glitter here on the cavern walls. Those are the stardust pens. Yes. So I enjoyed doing this one a lot. I did many practice pages before I did this one. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. This one I finished up on the 22nd of July. And then the last page that I did in July was again from my Princesses Color by Number book. Trying to remember where it was. I think it was in the beginning somewhere. That's it. It was this page. It's the Beauty and the Beast castle. And on this page I also used various different types of acrylic paint pens, lots of Languo gel pens. I used Sakura stardust pens to add extra bling. Don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Don't really know how to maneuver this book, but it's there. The black lines, I again used the black Pigma, the Sakura Pigma brush pen. That one. That is what I used for the black lines. I am still struggling quite a bit to just get the black lines to look neat. That is still something that I will work on quite a bit. But yeah, this one I finished up on the 27th of July. I really enjoy doing this a lot. And that's that one. The next one I did is from Meine Reise, durch Afrika from Rita Berman. And this was the first page that I completed for August. And it is this Treehouse vignettes page, I'm calling it. And I have a color along up on the channel for this one. I'll link that in the description below. This is what my double page spread ended up looking like. I really enjoyed doing this a lot. I enjoy doing all my pages a lot, otherwise I wouldn't be doing them, right? I used my 120 and 180 sets of Britvino pencils on this page. I have white Sakura jelly roll for some highlights. I had glaze pens, some glitter pens, and it wasn't just the Sakura glitter pens. I used some other no-name pens as well. And then I had some metallic water paints for these little... I don't think you'll be able to see that, but it's there and it looks pretty. Definitely looks pretty in person. But yes, this page I finished up on the 3rd of August. The next page I completed in August was from this Henna number 3 adult coloring book. And what I decided I'm going to do in this page is to follow some color palette challenges and then just use my alcohol markers and highlighters and any gel pens that I would like to use for these pages to get them colored. So this one was for the color palette challenge by, I think it's Finding Joy in Color. I'm just quickly looking for it so I don't lie. Yes, Finding Joy in Color, and I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't like the lines. This was her Titanic palette for the month of August, and for this page my camera is really not liking these lines. I used my Chenru alcohol markers, some Sakura Stardust pens, and a jelly roll pen for the highlights. And that one I finished up on the 8th of August. The next one I finished up was from Gold Moment from Coco Wayo, and it was the pages I've marked is the ones that I still want to do. I did this one, the Knitting Girl. Sorry, got some messages on the phone right there. This was a color palette challenge from Amanda Colors from the month of August that I followed, and I will put these guys' links down in the description below for their channels or their Instagram pages for the hashtags that I followed for each page. I'm not going to mention all of the hashtags because there's quite a lot, but I will add them all in the description box. And for this page I used my Chenru alcohol markers, some Sakura Stardust pens, and some acrylic paint pens for the other highlights. I really enjoyed choosing these colors based on the palette and then sticking to that. And that is definitely not something that I do quite often, but this was a nice page to do, and I finished this up on the 10th of August. The next page I completed was in A Million Kittens from Lulu Mayo, and this was actually the first page that I've completed in this book. So, I could use this for Color Your Hoard, and I used Ariel from the Color by Numbers was also for Color Your Hoard. So this one I really enjoyed. Again, like I said, I enjoy all of them. I used my 120 and 180 Britvino pencils for all the pencil work, and then I had white acrylic paint pens for all these white highlights. I used a lot of my Languor gel pens for some of the smaller details, and I used Sakura Stardust pens for some sparkly accents. What else do I have? Oh, I use a purple acrylic paint pen for this background portion over here. Use some gold Langua gel pens for the border. No, I really enjoyed this. The color palette for this, I actually chose one of my a hoodie with lots of soft pastel colors on it, except for the bread that wasn't on there, but the rest was all on there. So yeah, this was a cute one. I finished this on the 16th of August. The next page that I completed, we're back in my book, Whiskers and Friends. I did the test color page. I turned it into a sticker page. I really enjoy doing this a lot, as I do with these types of sticker pages. I used my Chenru alcohol markers and a white acrylic paint pen for the highlights, and then to draw the lines I obviously had a ruler and blue and red ballpoint pens, and I used a Micron Sakura pen for the sticker lines, just to be able to use a waterproof pen. And that was a quick and easy one. I have a color along for this up on the channel. I'll also link that in the description box. And this one I completed on the 17th of August. The next one up that I finished is from Joanna Basford's Small Victories. And it is this, I'm calling it the Circus Vignettes page. I just searched for a circus color palette on Pinterest, and this one I really like the look of. And I did everything in my Langua gel pens, except for the circle backgrounds, was with my 180 set of Brutfuna pencils, a few colors from there. And I really enjoyed doing this. It was quick and easy. The hardest part was to figure out what colors I wanted to use where, to get them all a bit more spaced out. I'm not always happy with my color placement, but I think it looks quite cool. This one I finished up on the 19th of August. The last book that I worked in for August is this one from Sayuri Kobayashi, and it's called A Fairy Tale Journey with Little Forest Friends. And this was also an untouched book for me, so I could use this for color your hood as well. And I finished up this double page spread. Let's do that. It's not a full color along that I added up on the channel. I just did a color along for the background on this side of the spread, and that is then the other side. And this one, like you guys will hear in the other video, was quite stressful, but I really love how it turned out. For this page, all the pencil work was with my 180 Brutfuna pencils. I have a lot of Langua gel pens additions, all the pony cutie marks, because yes, the inspiration for this page was My Little Pony. So all of the cutie marks was with Langua gel pens. I have Sakura Stardust thrown in between, some water paints, lots of acrylic paint markers, lots of more water paints. This was really a fun one to do. And I finished this up on the 27th of August. And I do believe that this will be my last page for the month, because currently we're on the 30th. So I'd like this video to go up tomorrow. So yes, this was all my pages for the last 2 months. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at them together with me. And if you would like to see what I get up to next, please like and subscribe. And enjoy your day and enjoy your coloring. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.